guys, welcome to Byte Official. So this is my review of the Realme GT2 Pro. And see, before starting, this is less of a review and more of my experience with this smartphone for the last 2 to 3 days. So currently this phone is offered in Flipkart for under 40k. So which makes this Realme device the cheapest phone featuring the flagship Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 under 40k. Okay, so let's get started. So as you saw earlier, this is the box that we get, and this is the device. Then for the accessories, you get a charging cable, and thankfully we also get a 65 watt super dart charger. Okay, and the third thing, or should I say the last thing, is this TPU case, which is pretty good. We also get a SIM ejector tool and some documentations as well. Okay, so now let's start with this device. So see, as I mentioned earlier, this is the cheapest phone right now during the Flipkart's Big Billion Day, which comes with a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. It has this paper finish on the back, and we have two 50 megapixel cameras. The first one is the 50 megapixel ultra wide camera, whereas the second one is the 50 megapixels super ultra wide camera. Then we also have two flashlights and a 3 megapixel macro camera for microscopic shots. Okay. Then we have a 6.7-inch screen, which is LTPO 2.0, so it can go from 120 hertz and it can come to less than 1 hertz. Okay, this is a 2K display, and we have an in-display fingerprint scanner, as you can see over here. And this is a bit slow, but like works fine for me. Then we also have a 32 megapixel camera at the top. We have stereo speakers on this, and this edges, you can see this side is made of aluminum. Okay, and we can see these antenna bands all over it. Okay, so that was the overview of this phone, and now let me tell you why I purchased this. So see, this is the 12 GB variant, okay, which is currently available for under 40k in Flipkart's Big Billion Days, as I told you. And see, basically my motto was to get a good phone which has all the things that I need. That is, it has excellent cameras which I can use for recording YouTube videos. It has 12 gigs of RAM and Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, which will ensure that I can use it for long years. And why? Because see, before this, so let me tell you something else. So this video is being shot on my previous phone which I was using until I got this one. Okay, and that is the legendary Zenfone Max Pro M2, and I have been using this since 2018. So I have used this for around 4 years, and before that I was using Zenfone 2 Laser, that also I used for 3 years. So I plan to use this also like that only for 4 or maybe 5 years, and so this device. Okay, so coming back to my experiences with this device, I received this on Saturday, I think 3 days ago, 3 or 4 days. Okay, and I am unable to make a unboxing video of this because apparently this was unboxed by the delivery agent, and while the unboxing experience was good, and it's good to see that they unbox it in front of you and then you are rest assured that you will get your smartphone and not a stone or some soap in your box. But then the sad part is that you don't get to experience a smartphone yourself. So basically you do not get the experience of unboxing your device yourself. Okay, so after that, moving on to its cameras. So as I told earlier also, we have two 50 megapixel cameras and they are amazing. Okay, so while these two cameras are amazing, this third one is just a gimmick. So while this third one gives very great microscopic shots, but then it does not have anything in the real life, any use. Okay, also you can like basically shoot 4K and 8K videos as well. So 4K videos can go up to 60 hertz and 8K videos up to 24 fps if I am not wrong. Okay, then comes these two flashes. Okay, so while it's good that Realme gave us not one but two flashes, but then the sad part over here is that these two will light up together only in the microscopic view or only in the macro view. Okay, so apart from the macro mode, there is no other way currently on this device to light up both the flashes at the same time, and that's just a waste of one LED. So I will request Realme to give us an OTA update so that we can use both of them in all the modes and in the flashlight as well. Now enough of this back camera, moving on to the front camera. The front camera is a 32 megapixel sensor and it is good, but the sad part over here is that it can record only 1080p. So there is no 4K support in the front camera, and that was disappointing. Then we have this fingerprint scanner, which is good. See, this finger is not registered and it is not taking, but it is taking my thumb and it is using lights. Okay, so it is not an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, which I had expected at this price point, but I can do it with. So after that comes the performance. So the battery life was really bad on the first day, but then from the second day it started improving, and now I get around 5.5 hours of screen on time with 1 day of use, and it's just medium usage. I haven't gamed on this device, it's just content consumption, taking calls on Microsoft Teams, WhatsApp, Twitter, etc. So coming to its performance and temperatures, as I said, on the first day this was heating very bad, but then I got 2 to 3 OTA updates on this device, and now there is little to no heating while in using it in day-to-day life. And since I haven't used this for gaming yet, so I cannot say much about the gaming performance. Apart from that, I didn't see any kind of lag on this whatsoever while using it in my day-to-day usage. Okay, and I have been using this at adaptive refresh rate, that is from 1 Hz to 120 Hz at adaptive resolution as well. So it will switch to from full HD to 2K depending on what I'm doing over here. Okay, and it has been pretty great. Then comes the battery life. Battery life was good. It's giving me 5.5 hours of SOT, and I can use it for entire day. After that, let's come to the IP rating. So while you guys might be aware that this device does not have an official IP rating, but I guess this is pretty much dust and water repellent, or should I say dust and water resistant and not repellent. Okay, so see why I think so, because if I remove this SIM card tray, then you can see that there is a gasket. I'm not removing it right now, but I'm just telling you that there is a gasket inside the SIM card slot which will prevent water from entering it. So see, one of the reasons that I feel is due to which Realme decided to not give this device an IP rating is to keep the cost down. As I quote the founder of OnePlus, as he told, or should I say, as he said in one of his videos, that if you put IP rating on a device, it will increase its cost by about $15. So I think that's a good move by Realme. Yeah.
The audio is being recorded on the Realme GT 2 Pro. On the screen you can see the pros and cons of the device. You can pause this video right now and go through them. I am going to write a detailed article on Realme GT 2 Pro on my blog. That article will come in a couple of days. I am writing it currently, and once it is there, I'll post the link on the description of this video. Okay, so you can check the description for the status. Also, that article will contain the in-depth review of the device and would include all the images, videos, etc. that has been taken from the device. So I guess it would be informative.
Also, if you are planning on purchasing this device, or if you have any more queries regarding this device, then do let me know. Okay, and I'll be more than happy to solve all your queries. You can mail them to me, or you can just put them in the comments below this video. And before leaving, did I mention that this also has Wi-Fi 6 enabled? Okay, and 5G as well.
Do like this video and consider sharing it with your friends. Subscribe to this channel for more useful content